Hey everybody, today we're unboxing the DC Multiverse Azrael Batman armor. Hey everybody, welcome back to BK's Bullets. Today we're going to unbox this awesome red Azbat figure. This is the bladed wings version, not to be confused with the Azrael Nightfall Batman armor, whatever they called that, the previous release. So let's unbox it. So before we unbox it, let's look at all the other Azbat figures that I've got. You have these two are McFarlane. This is an alternate of the red, or not alternate, this is a Mattel red Knight's End Batman figure, I believe they called it. I also have the blue variant, which I think this was the original one, and then this one was a chase or something like that. And then I've got this one from the Batman Arkham games. This one's 3 3/4 scale, sucky ass scale, but hey, whatever. He's there. And then you have the DC Animated Universe Azrael in Batman armor figure. This one's pretty neat. So with that out of the way, that's kind of what else we can compare to. Let's move the blue guy out of the way. We'll bring back the red guy to look at him in a little bit, because that Mattel one for the longest time has been my favorite figure of all time. But yeah, we'll see if this one stacks up. So I've already pre-cut the tape at the top, and then when I did that, I looked at all of the strings, and I remember the last action figure unboxing I did, and I was like, that was a pain in the butt because there's so much plastic. So I had my handy pocket knife, and I already cut all the little plastic stuff here, so you don't have to watch that. You're still gonna have to watch me uncrinkle it. I think that's part of the unboxing, right? Like uncrinkling it from the plastic. Like, let's open this, you know? Oh, that wasn't so loud. That's pretty good. Now these wings are not attached, as you can see. So let's go ahead and get these guys out. They are rather large, and there are 6 of them. Let's move that out of the way. So bing, bang, boom, got your wings. And then let's look in the box for the insert card. I like this choice of trading card here. This is a panel from Legends of the, Batman Legends of the Bat, right? Legends of the Dark Knight, that's what it is. Number, I believe it's 60. Drawn by Barry Kitson, and it's Azrael telling Bruce Wayne in their final battle at Knight's End Part 10 or something like that, the conclusion, that he'll never stop him or whatever. So let's put that aside. It's got a stand. That's awesome. And let's figure out how to put your cape blades, as I will call them, inside your Batman. So here's a turnaround. Let's do a good turnaround here. So a couple of nitpicks, first of all. Like, it's not that hard, guys. It's not that hard. I like the sculpt. I'm fine with, I'm not going to nitpick the sculpt or anything like that, because there's certain ways they wanted to do it. If they want to make his blades move, that's awesome. His head looks a little better. Like this, the Mattel head was kind of constricted because it's got this high collar. Focus. Didn't move much. So if you made the head a little bigger, whatever. But the Mattel one absolutely got the paint right. The gold shuriken holder on the back and the gold tape going to the back, 100% of this Mattel figure and on the blue variant is correct. Now, McFarlane, this time they did paint the hands silver. That's nice. That was the one thing with the Nightfall one, that they left the hands blue for some reason instead of painting them silver. That was the main complaint I had on the McFarlane Nightfall one. Everything else was pretty good, They did get the direction of the arm claws right. Like, this is incorrect on the Mattel one. This is correct on the Azrael McFarlane one. And the size of the size of your Batman symbol may vary depending on who's drawing it and who's designing it. I think this one is more comic accurate, although this one feels very much like Barry Kitson's rendition here in the trading card. It's so large. Like, if you angle it that way, it looks so big. Yeah, that's my one nitpick. Like, I'm glad you got the hands correct this time, but it's not that hard to get the the shuriken holder and stuff like that to paint that gold. I mean, you painted the arms here gold and under here in the belt, like just take this same one, put on here. And they even got the padding here underneath the gloves gold, which they also didn't do on the Azrael Batman here. They didn't do that either. So they learned their lessons. They didn't finish the job. You could have finished the job. All right, let's put the blades in, figure this out. So it looks like there's 2 holes, one for the peg and one for this other slot. So maybe they don't move. Maybe they just sit there. It's hard to do this on camera because I'm looking at the screen instead of, there we go. All right, not too bad. There's no click or anything, so maybe they don't move. That's kind of a knock against it. I thought they were moving because they were separate. Whereas like the Mattel one, they don't move, but they're part of his cape. But yay, different production means. Maybe they save money this way. Smaller box, you know, same size, fits in the same size box as everything else. So there you have it. There's your Azrael Knight's End Batman armor, whatever variation you want to call it. Yeah, another Batman figure from McFarlane. I know there are people online on Twitter being like, oh my God, another Batman figure. But hey, Batman sells. And I believe I was watching some interview with Todd, maybe it was this year or last year, whatever. He's basically saying like the first line of the McFarlane toys that they had, where they had the Superman armor and the Batman armor from like, you know, they had the Superman armor for Tomorrow, the crappy Jim Lee, Brian Azarello story. They were saying like that sold a lot because it's a big toy and lots of plastic. So maybe they're expecting same thing here. You know, Batman sells, and if you're going to have a cool mechanized looking Batman, robot Batman, then go ahead and put it out there, make it a little variation on it. So I'm not going to nitpick the all the sides here. Like that was never in the books. You know, they got the shape right. Like this is the exact shape on the Mattel figure, like bar none. I think the number of spikes or whatever varied. Like sometimes I saw 6, sometimes there were 8. Just depended on the artist, I think, at times. And this was a short-lived armor design, honestly. It only appeared in Detective Comics. Oh my gosh, I got that one. I think it's 475, and then ran for a couple issues after that into the Knight's End book, and then ended after that. And then Azrael, it came back at the end of his solo series. This is quite long. So yeah, I don't know why they didn't like point it out. But anyway, this variant of the armor came back a little bit towards the end of Azrael's series. I believe he like changed the helmet out. Like it was still red, but he had a blue helmet or a black helmet on. But the motion on the head is really good. It goes all the way around. You can look up, down. I mean, as up as you can. I'm having some trouble focusing here. Apologies. But you can look up pretty good. I guess that's as up as he gets. But yeah. So I mean, I'm happy. I feel like we got all the variations of Azrael we could get. There is a blue version of this. That's the Chase variant. So I don't know if I'll pick that up on eBay at some point. I probably will, considering I have the blue and the red of the Mattel guys. But yeah, I think the only thing missing now, like for Azrael, is I need a McFarlane regular Azrael outfit. Like not a Batman version, just an Azrael. Just give me an Azrael figure. And hey, you know Azrael has like 3 different sets of costumes you could do. You've already done the Suit of Sorrows one as a variant for the Batman White Knight, so we don't need the Michael Lane one per se. You could do that straight up, but I would like just the classic Joe Quesada, Denny O'Neil, Barry Kitson Azrael suit. You know, Barry Kitson drawing number 1 through I did the first 12 issues or something like that of the Azrael armor. Roger Robinson drew him a lot. James Pascoe inked the crap out of him. But yeah, it's pretty neat. I like the way McFarlane does their figures with the double jointed knees and all that. Lots of posability, although you're not going to get much with these solid solid cape behind him. So yeah, he's kind of more of a standing figure. Like, you're not going to be able to do a whole bunch with him unless you take these out. If you take these out, you can do whatever you want with him. So I guess if you're going to use him in like stop motion or something, maybe you would add these in later, you know, in post maybe. The shape of the cowl is really sick. What else has he got on here that's different? I guess this indentation on the side here. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. Like, here's the comparison with the Mattel. Focus! There we go. So sometimes artists would draw this little indentation on the side as like a shadow. Or maybe to show that it was like, this part was further out than the rest of it. Like, I have the Nightfall cowl, like the half-scale cowl. And it's closer to this than you think, but it's not 100%. The other thing he's missing is whatever little bug eye was up here at the top. He had like a targeting array when he got this version of the helmet. And you can see it up there. It looks like a third eye right above his left eye. Maybe it was like, to me, it was always like the Shuriken targeting sensor. This guy's missing it. So, you know, I'm okay with that. It's the simple things like painting this gold that I'm like, come on, it's not that hard. It's in all the reference art, for crying out loud. You got the silver hands correct. They're a new sculpt. Can't do anything with them. You got those correct, but could have painted the Shuriken chains, man, as long as this is. But yeah, there is your unboxing. Hope you guys enjoyed it and my analysis of the figure. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time in the Funny Pages.